The African sun hung low over a cracked, endless savanna. Heat shimmered across the dry grass, and the wind carried dust instead of rain. For months, the land had suffered under a brutal drought. Rivers had thinned into muddy scars, trees dropped their leaves, and every creature struggled to survive. Hunger and thirst ruled the wild. Across the open plains, a herd of elephants moved slowly. Their massive bodies usually radiated power, but today each step felt heavy. Their skin was coated in dirt, and their trunks dragged close to the ground. At the center of the herd walked the matriarch, guiding everyone toward a distant water source she remembered from seasons past. Near the back, a small elephant calf struggled to keep up. Its legs trembled with exhaustion, and its wide eyes blinked against the harsh sunlight. Every few steps, the calf stumbled, forcing itself forward again. Beside it walked its mother, gently nudging the calf with her trunk, encouraging it to move. Suddenly, the earth rumbled. A distant crack echoed across the savanna. Startled birds burst into the air. The herd froze for a second before chaos erupted. From behind the hills, a group of illegal poachers' trucks roared forward, engines screaming across the dry land. Dust exploded into the air like a storm. The elephants panicked. The matriarch lifted her trunk and released a thunderous warning call. The herd scattered, running in different directions to protect their young. Mothers surrounded their calves, pushing them forward with urgency. The ground shook beneath dozens of charging feet. In the confusion, the small calf lost sight of its mother. Dust blinded its eyes. The sounds of trumpeting and crashing surrounded it. It tried to follow a familiar scent, but fear overwhelmed its senses. A sudden push from another fleeing elephant knocked the calf sideways. It rolled across the dirt and slammed into a bush. When the dust finally settled, silence returned. The calf lifted its head slowly. Its ears trembled. Around it, the savanna stretched empty and unfamiliar. The herd was gone. The calf stood up, wobbling. It spun in circles, searching desperately. Then it cried out. A high, broken trumpet echoed into the distance. No answer came back. The little elephant began walking, calling again and again. Its voice cracked with fear. The sun burned overhead as time passed. Every step grew heavier. Its trunk dragged along the ground, tracing lines in the dust. Hours later, exhaustion took over. The calf collapsed near a cluster of rocks. Its breathing became shallow. Without water, without protection, survival in the savanna was nearly impossible. Just as despair began to swallow it, something caught the calf's attention. A strange smell drifted through the air. Not grass, not water, human scent. The calf slowly lifted its head. In the distance, beyond the heat waves, it saw something unnatural moving across the land. A ranger patrol vehicle rolling slowly along a dirt road. Hope flickered inside the calf's frightened heart. Gathering the last of its strength, the calf stood and began running. Its legs were weak, but desperation pushed it forward. It stumbled, almost falling, then forced itself back up. Dust flew behind its tiny feet as it raced toward the unfamiliar machine. Inside the vehicle sat Daniel, a wildlife ranger who had spent over 10 years protecting the savanna. He scanned the land through binoculars, searching for signs of poachers. Suddenly, movement caught his eye. "Wait, what is that?" Daniel whispered. Through the glass, he saw a small elephant charging straight toward the road. Daniel slammed on the brakes. The vehicle stopped just as the calf reached the front bumper. The baby elephant cried loudly, lifting its trunk toward the windshield. Its eyes were wide, wet with fear and exhaustion. Daniel stepped out carefully. "Easy, easy, little one," he murmured. The calf didn't run. Instead, it leaned weakly against Daniel's leg. Its body trembled, and its trunk wrapped gently around his arm, as if begging. Daniel's heart tightened. A wild animal never approached humans without reason. He examined the calf and noticed deep dust marks on its skin and cracks forming around its mouth, signs of dehydration. Worse, there were fresh tire tracks in the area. "Poachers scared your herd," Daniel realized quietly. The calf trumpeted softly, turning its head back toward the open plains, as if asking him to follow. Daniel nodded. "All right, show me." He grabbed his radio and backpack and followed the calf into the savannah. They walked for nearly 40 minutes. The sun continued climbing, and the heat grew unbearable. Daniel's boots sunk into dry soil, while the calf moved with surprising determination, even while exhausted. Suddenly, the calf stopped. Its ears lifted. A distant sound floated through the air, a low, trembling rumble. Daniel felt his skin prickle. "That's elephant communication," he whispered. The calf answered with a desperate trumpet and sprinted forward. Daniel ran behind it. Over a small ridge, the scene unfolded. In a shallow pit near a dried riverbed lay a massive elephant, the calf's mother. Her side was bleeding, and her breathing came slow and strained. One of her legs was caught in a steel wire snare left behind by poachers. The mother had fallen while escaping. The calf rushed to her, pressing its head against her face and crying loudly. Daniel's chest tightened. This is bad, but not hopeless. He approached carefully. The mother elephant lifted her head weakly, eyes filled with pain and fear. She tried to stand, but collapsed again. Daniel spoke softly, keeping his movements slow. "I'm here to help." He pulled out bolt cutters from his bag and examined the trap. The steel wire had cut deep into the flesh. One wrong move could make her panic and injure herself further. Daniel steadied his breathing. The calf stood close, watching every movement. Slowly, carefully, Daniel slid the cutters beneath the wire and squeezed. The metal resisted. He tried again. Snap. One strand broke. The mother elephant flinched but didn't attack. The calf touched her with its trunk, calming her. Daniel continued cutting, sweat dripping from his forehead. Every second felt dangerous. Finally, with one last squeeze, the snare snapped open. The leg was free. The mother released a deep, shaking rumble. Daniel immediately poured water from his bottle over the wound and wrapped it with emergency cloth. Then he held more water to her mouth. The elephant drank weakly but steadily. Minutes passed. Slowly, the mother gathered her strength. With a powerful push, she lifted herself from the ground. Dust fell from her body as she stood. The calf cried happily and ran in circles around her. Daniel stepped back, amazed. The impossible had just happened. Suddenly, another sound rolled across the land, low, deep, powerful. From the horizon, dark shapes appeared. The herd was returning. Dozens of elephants emerged, led by the matriarch. They moved fast, sensing danger and family in distress. When they saw the mother and calf together, they stopped. For a moment, silence ruled the savannah. Then the matriarch stepped forward. She examined Daniel. The air felt heavy. One wrong move could turn everything violent. The calf ran to the matriarch and trumpeted loudly, pressing against her legs. Then it ran back to its mother and touched Daniel's hand with its trunk. The message was clear. He had helped. The matriarch released a deep, respectful rumble. One by one, the elephants relaxed. Daniel slowly backed away, heart pounding. The mother elephant lifted her trunk high and released a powerful call that echoed across the plains, a sound of gratitude and reunion. The herd surrounded the calf and its mother, protecting them once again. As they disappeared into the golden savannah, Daniel stood alone, breathing deeply. That day, a small lost calf had crossed the impossible line between humans and wildlife, and in doing so, saved its family. Sometimes, hope walks on tiny feet.